2015 and up driver's side motor mount replacement for the Chevrolet SUVs and pickup trucks with the direct injected motor. Without removing the exhaust manifold. You can remove the exhaust manifold, it'll make the job a little bit easier, but this is the way to do it without removing it for people that want to do it in their driveway maybe or something. It is not the easiest of jobs. First thing you'll want to do is disconnect the steering shaft so you have room to pull the motor mount up through here. Remove the exhaust heat shield. Remove the wheel and the inner fender liner so you have nice access in here. And then you can see where the motor mount lives right here. These bolts are the hardest to get to out of the whole job. The bottom two are the absolute worst. You're gonna have to find a swivel adapter, some really long extensions, and then you can get it out about here on this one. The other one has to be from the top because the motor mount's in the way and you can't really see. And then the top two are pretty easy to get with the impact and some really long. I use the long extensions with a swivel and a 15 millimeter. And then once it's loose, actually before you take out all the bolts, you'll want to support the engine with a jack. And when you get the bottom bolts out first, there's 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are easy to get to from the top, or you can get them from right here too. Take those 3 out, jack the motor up as high as possible. The catalytic converter will hit the bottom of the floorboard over here, as you can see. Just hit it up there as hard as you can. You're going to need every single millimeter of clearance because there's a stud in the bottom of the motor mount that goes in this hole, and you've got to be able to get that stud up out of the hole. Even with it jacked up as high as possible, it's still really tight. I had to put a pry bar in there, pry it up just a tiny bit to be able to pull it out, and then you can work it out pretty easily right up, right out through the top. It took me about 45 minutes to get it out. And you see there's plenty of room once you get it out into the open to get it up through here with the steering shaft disconnected. There's a centerpiece of the steering shaft right there that on these newer vehicles, as long as there's no corrosion, that steering shaft just falls out pretty much when you take the 2 bolts out. 1 bolt at the top, 1 bolt at the bottom. Hope this helps because I haven't seen very many videos. The one video I did see was on a 2-wheel drive model with no differential there, and it was easy to get it out and get all the bolts and everything from the side, but the 4x4 ones are a lot harder. That's it.